Hi everybody, it's Rolex here once again in this last or final part of Delirium Everywhere and also the conclusion of every single events had happened, in December events for like six of them. One of them was the Royale, which is I don't really care. It's a Battle Royale stuff. I don't really participate in at all. I think I played like multiple times during the first time it came out, maybe like 10, 20 times, I don't know. But I play a lot, but I don't really enjoy it that much, when they don't really change in terms of like how it functions for the most part. But I mean, it's still enjoyable if I want to jump in, but I didn't really get to play it. For the Delirium Everywhere, I got rank 2 on the champion ladder, which is, I mean, kind of okay. I got a fledgling in the last hour, I think, of the event and just run crazy stuff like beyond map with like full sections, raid tier 16 maps with I think like 50% Delirium or maybe 60%, 70% depending on maps that I got, which is absolutely insane. It was a blast, like when you have this much juice in your map, right? When you're playing Delirium Everywhere, probably a lot of people would expect to get like this much juice in your map, but don't really get that early mapping, which is going to be like a painful slow experience. Early maps, even early ag would be like really really bad. Okay, we're going to talk that later. I got rank 2. That's pretty much it how I want to conclude the event. I should have got rank 1 if I got my fledgling really really early on, because I didn't really leveling like at all, because I was just trying to get the uni contract, which is like I got like four of them. Three of them are not the one I'm looking for. So well, I mean, it is what it is because I messed it up in terms of like the quest of the heist quest, but everything else is it's kind of fine. It's still enjoyable, but I think I'm gonna put it on the list. After this. Uh, okay, let's talk about everything else that have happening. Endless Delve, Gauntlet, Heist, and Atlas Invasion, Delirium Everywhere. There's five of them. I think I have my list, my personal list for the enjoyment, or all five of them for all five of them, right? I think for my most number one, it's going to be Atlas Invasion, as I expected from the beginning that Atlas Invasion is going to be my most enjoyable experience, even though I died in like a really really bad way. I got like uh, disconnected and die. It's like well, it happened. It's kind of whatever, but the event itself is actually really really enjoyable, and because you get a lot more uniques, you can build more stuff. You know but I still play with the champion Spectral Helix Impale, trying to find Fletchling, and in the end I die because trying to. But I mean, it is what it is, and I die maybe like 5 or 4 days into the event, which is kind of sad. Uh, but yeah, it's really really the most enjoyable experience for me for the events, these five events. The next one, it's going to be a little bit controversial, I would say, because I actually love heist more than anything else, uh, but not Atlas Invasion, of course. So Atlas Invasion, it's number one. Number two for me is Endless Heist. This is kind of weird one to put it, but I actually enjoy it more than Endless Delve, because Endless Delve you cannot actually participating in like choosing what map mod you can go for. Like you just have to pray that you're not getting a dead end and you're not getting a block with like a super nasty mod. So yeah, Endless Delve was it's almost compatible against Endless Heist, but I'm gonna put Endless Heist on the second, because I actually enjoy it more than Endless Delve, because it's much more chilling and it's like you don't really care much about pushing deep delve. You're just leveling, you're just getting gear, you're just upgrading your character, just play the game in a different way. You're not playing. But I think I love the game on the normal level, whatever the map, uh, the campaign through the maps to the Sana's quest line, Conqueror, beating the shit out of Cyrus and stuff like that. I think that quest line is actually one of the best one so far. Even though the boss fight is kind of shit, but I think I still love the main game more than more than just doing some stuff over and over. So Endless Heist, and the next one is going to be Endless Delve. We don't talk about Endless Delve. A lot of people know about Endless Delve. It's just a event thing, like 10-day events thing, and people already know what to build. When you get into Endless Delve for each ascendancy, something like that. And then the fourth one is the Gauntlet. Gauntlet is fun, but it's so stressful that it just keep draining the energy out of me, and I don't really want to get stressful that much when playing the game, I would say. And then the last one is Delirium. Delirium doesn't really take energy, but it's so bad. Like, it's so bad for my performance, for PC performance. It's like everything else just going like shit, and it's just not fun. Like, you're getting slow from the area monsters and stuff like that all the time, even in the map that is not even worth running. Like, you just still get like 80% area, which is kind of shit. And like, okay, I mean, it's still enjoyable, but it's the least one for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't play it until the end of the event. I would probably quit it after like I get like 95 or maybe 90. I don't really care, right? If I don't enjoy it, I would just quit it before the end of the event. But yeah, everything else, I think like in 5 events, I enjoy all of them. They're fine, I think I kind of hate Gauntlet and Delirium everywhere, but Gauntlet is fun because it's the first time that I play Gauntlet, and it's the first time that I play in hardcore also found environment with like super stressful stuff, with the bad mechanics, like 4 projectiles and like 100 and something boss life, which is kind of crazy. But other than that, there's nothing to talk about much. Yeah, I listed, this is just my most favorite thing and my most hated thing. I don't know. It's gonna be like 1 to 5. I wouldn't say I hate them. I would do it again, if they have, if they have another like of these events. I would do it again, but still, my most favorite one would gonna be the Atlas Invasion, and Atlas Invasion actually fun. And there's a stat that I want to yeah, I mean, you can just go check it out in the main website. They put it out for the stat about like how many character has been made, how much a character in hardcore souls have found, how much in ascendancy and class, whatnot. So my champion, it's basically top 4 for any events. For hardcore soul cell found, like champion is top 4, top 2, in some of them top 2, some of them top 3, some of them top 4. So I would say duelist is kind of popular, So we'll probably see some nerf on these guys, like top 4 dude, like witch, duelist, ranger, and maybe duelist, something like that. So these 4 maybe getting a little bit of nerf. Maybe you can buff some Scion, because Scion is probably the least play, Scion, Inquisitor. But other than that, I don't think there's much to talk about it. I enjoy all of the events. Probably a little bit controversial on the heist lever, but I actually love enjoying heist like a lot more than when it came out. Like when it first came out, it was like absolute garbage, because I think when it first came out, you can't really increasing the agility speed. Like it will not increase the agility speed if even you do have job speed. Then I think there's also deception speed that you cannot increase. Like there's so many things that's bad, like when heist launch. Like the monster was super overtuned, you're getting charged in at level 5 and your character just fall to the ground instantly or something like that. It's like everything just bad for the launch of heist. But for Endless Heist, actually enjoyable for me. At least I played to level 96 or something, alright? But that's gonna be it, guys, and hope you guys enjoy your your gameplay. And I probably go back to Scourge and maybe making some build guide for the champion that I've been playing for the entire 5 events. So that's gonna be it, guys. Bye.